We're coming closer to the end of this module. Only the order part is missing. And I want to include that too because this will show you another way of creating relations. With the card, we had like the middle way. The card is an embedded document, but the items on the card then are a combination of references and extra metadata. Now for the orders, this will change. So let's work on the orders now. And for that, I'll go to my shop.js file where we post the order. Again, I want to store orders on users. So in the user model, we can add an add order method. And this doesn't take any arguments because the card, which will be passed as an order or as the data for an order, is already registered on this user. So all I need to do here is I need to add the orders to my user, or the other way around. You could also argue that you want to store the orders in a new collection because you might have thousands of orders and you don't want to embed them all into user objects because these objects will then get pretty quick. Cards don't get that big, but an order history, well, often that can get very long. So we'll actually work with a new collection here. I'll still create order here as a method on my user though. So I'll reach out to my database client and then reach out to a new collection, orders. There I want to insert one new order now. I'll return the entire thing. And that one new order will be, well, the card I currently have, right? That is essentially what I did before too. When I added an order, I added my products. In the order model, we had no special fields for that. We just had our products and then the quantity of every product. And that is still the same I want to add here. So you could say, I'll insert one and I'll insert my cart. So this cart, which refers to the user's cart. I insert this as an order. And then when this succeeds, I set this cart equal to an object where items is an empty array. So I basically empty my cart at this point. Of course, I don't just want to empty it here. I also want to clear it in the database. So we'll also copy that code for updating my user in the database. And I will return that here in this then block. And there I will simply search for that user and set the cart equal to an object where items is an empty array. So now I clear it both in the user object as well as in the database. But I also insert the card into the orders collection before I clear it. And that, of course, is the important part. With that, we already are adding the order. Now in shop.js, in post order, where the order gets placed, I can therefore remove all the code up here and simply say add order, simply execute this method, and then redirect once this is done. And in add order, I will store my card as a new order. And you could, of course, also add some new fields like the total value, for example, if you wanted to. And that is it for now. So thereafter, I redirect. Now let's see if that works by going to the shop.js file and re-adding that create order route. And let's click order now here. Now, I have page not found because orders, the orders page, the route wasn't added again. But let's refresh the entire page here. And my items in the cart certainly are gone. But I don't see new orders in the shop database. I don't see that collection here. But here it is after updating this once with the update arrow in the top left corner. And in orders, I have one order with, indeed, the items I had in my cart previously, and the cart is now empty. So let's now make sure in the next lecture that we can see our orders page again.